How many shapes do we have altogether? If you count up all of these shapes. Who agrees with it's 20? Who counted it and got 20? So that would be the answer to number 1. If you were to select a shape at random, what is the probability it would be a star? So probability of a star. How many stars do we have? 3. Yep. Does everybody see that? We got 1, 2, 3. So the probability would be 3 out of 20. Okay, if you were to select a shape at random, which shape do you think has the greatest probability? So which shape do we have the most of? Do we have more hearts, diamonds, or stars? Diamonds, who agrees that it's diamonds? I would agree. And then the last one, what shape? So which shape do we have 7 hearts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the shape that has 7 out of 20 would be hearts. All right, that's the bell work, probability. So we're going to start the fundamental counting principle today and finish it tomorrow. So flip ahead in your note packet to page 9. Oh, okay. All right, so to count all of the fundamental counting principle simply says to count all possible ways you multiply your choices. So we're still working on homework 1. After tomorrow, you should be able to finish that one and submit that. So if you bring 4 shirts, 2 pairs of pants, and 3 pairs of shoes, how many possible outfits? Well, to figure that out, you simply multiply these numbers together. 4 times 2 times 3. Go ahead and see what you get. So it is 4 times 2 times 3. 24. So there would be 24 possible outfits. So you can create 24 different outfits if you bring 4 shirts, 2 pairs of pants, and 3 shoes. Number 1 says you go to the snack bar to buy a bagel and a drink. So for bagels, we have, how many options do we have for bagels? We can get a plain bagel, a blueberry bagel, or a raisin bagel. So how many different choices do we have for bagels? 3. So bagels, we only have 3 choices. And then it says you also get a drink. For the drinks, you can either get water or a sports drink. So how many choices do we have? 2. So to figure out your possible different amount of choices, you simply multiply. So 3 times 2 means you have 6 possible lunches. All right, I'm going to give you about 2 minutes to try to do number 2 on your own. It says you're getting ready for school. You open your closet to find that you have a red, blue, or white shirt. And then for bottoms, you got jeans or sweatpants. For shoes, you got tennis shoes or sandals. So take a minute and see if you can figure out the number of possible choices we have. So we got to add up shirts, pants, shoes. How many different shirts do we have? So it says we have either a red, a blue, or a white. So there are 3 shirts. For pants, you can either do jeans or sweatpants. So there's 2. And then for shoes, how many different pairs of shoes do we have? Just 2. So go ahead, pick up your calculator and multiply these numbers together. 3 times 2 times 2. Which should give you 12. 12 outfits. All right, go ahead and try to do number 4 on the next page. Go to page 10 and try to do number 4. So it says you go to the cafeteria for lunch. You get 4 different entrees, 5 sides, 5 drinks, and 4 desserts. If you have to pick one from each category, figure out how many different lunches you can make. So don't say it out loud, but see if you can figure out the number. So that should be 4 times 5. So you're just multiplying these numbers. Go ahead, pick up your calculator and multiply. So who got 400? 400 different lunches. All right, so let's go ahead and finish out page 10. So now we're talking about license plates. So on the license plates, it says that the first 2 spaces, so the first 2 spaces is a number between 1 and 99. The third space is a letter. And then the last 4 spaces is a number between 0 and 9. So how many choices do I have for the first space? If I count from 1 to 99, that means that for the first 2 spaces, I have 99 choices. So there's 99 because between 1 and 99 is 99 numbers. Does anyone know how many letters, if you were to count from A to Z, how many letters are in the alphabet? 26. So that means that for the third space, there's 26 different choices because there are 26 letters in the alphabet. And then the last 4 spaces is a number between 0 and 9. So let me go ahead and put 4 different dashes. If you count from 0 to 9, so if I were to write out these numbers, how many different numbers did I just write? 10 numbers. Does everyone see that? There are 10 digits. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that means each one of the last 4 spaces can be 10 different options. So go ahead, pick up your calculator and take 10 times 10 times 10 times 10. And you should get 10,000. Who got 10,000? All right, any questions about 1, 2, or 3? So for question 4, it says, use the fundamental counting principle to find the total number of possible arrangements. So what that means is in your calculator for question 4, you're going to multiply these 3 numbers. You're going to multiply 99 by 26 by 10,000. So for question 4, take 99 times 26 times 10,000. It's a big number. It's a lot of money. So I got 25,740,000. Anybody else get that number? So for question number 5, it says add a restriction. So we know that if we go back, look at number 3, how we have 4 different digits. But if I know that that first number is not 0, that means that for this first number, it's a number between 1 and 9. And for these 3, it's between 0 and 9. So if I only count from 1 to 9, I don't have 10 choices anymore. How many choices do I have for the first blank? Just 9. And these 3 still have 10. So go ahead, pick up your calculator. Take 9 times 10 times 10 times 10. And you should get 9,000. So to figure out the total number of arrangements, we're going to redo question 4. Except now, instead of 10,000, this number has went down to 9,000. So for question 6, we're going to take 99 times 26 times 9,000. Go ahead and type that in your calculator. And you should get 23,166,000. Any questions about how we work through that? Now you should be able to finish all of homework 1. So use this rest of the class period to work on homework 1. It's not due until Thursday, but you should be able to do the entire assignment. Just a reminder, you get 5 attempts and they close on Wednesday, May 15th. I'm not reopening them after May 15th. If you don't get them in, you just get zeros.